Well, fellas, I hope you brought your diapers because it's about that time. You're gonna need a changing. I'll give you a second to get 'em on. Just kidding, snooze you lose.
The following video shows a child who's lying in bed with his father when something downright creepy is caught on camera. According to the father, both him and his son were the only ones home during
Y'all
the time
see a
of this
ghost
recording,
or something?
which makes this incident even more unsettling. At the start of the video, we can see both the father and son lying in bed. However, seconds
Just staring
later,
at the ceiling.
his son tells him that there's a scary friend by the door. Not sure how to respond, the father
What?
looks intently
You
at the
didn't
door
see it?
as his son repeats that there's a scary friend. What happens next has left him baffled.
There was something that shot
The father
across the
writes,
screen.
I was in bed with my son, and we were the only ones home. This was their footage.
Ow.
Scary friend. Scary friend.
That gave me goosebumps. I
Ah,
don't know why.
hell
Do you
no,
see
dude.
it flying around though?
Little buddy, what are you doing? You gotta put your legs under the covers where
Why
you're
are we
safe.
why are we investigating? Did you see it fly? What's this little boy doing? He's like, let me go with you. Let me check it out.
Dude, that kid's tough as hell going out there.
That door just closed.
I'd be like having the blankets and I'd be like,
Well, you don't go investigating. You just ignore it.
yeah, dude, nah.
Ignore it.
Immediately after being told by his son that someone was outside the door, the hallway light turns on by itself.
I have a hair in my mouth.
Then, as soon as both are out of the room, the door to the bathroom closes on its own. It was only after watching the video that the father had noticed this and was left even more disturbed. As with most viewers, the father believes that something paranormal had occurred.
We'll just
But of
burn the
course,
whole place
this
down.
is
We
solely
don't need it.
speculative, as not much info is given to determine what
Alright,
exactly
kiddo.
happened. If they were the only ones home
Alright, kiddo, we're getting a hotel for the night.
when this happened, then who, or maybe even what, had turned on the light and closed the bathroom door?
Dude, the ghost just had to go take a dump, alright? He's fine. He's gonna leave after. You just gotta give him some space.
Until a follow-up video is
He
made
might
to
be
explain this
friendly.
odd occurrence, it seems that this question will remain unanswered. As always,
That little boy is
what are your
brave.
thoughts?
Yeah.
There he's
For
like,
real.
don't leave me
A
alone.
man is woken up late at night after hearing strange noises inside his house. The source of the sound seems to be coming from downstairs.
We're not gonna go investigate.
I hear a noise downstairs and it's extremely dark. Let's go explore it. The hell's wrong with you?
But naturally, the man hesitates to check out the noise. Marvin Caguas had recorded the following video, and to this day, he has no idea as to what happened inside his home that night. Marvin wasn't sure if his housemate was trying to scare him, or if this was another strange occurrence, which often happens in his home. Little did he know that this wasn't a prank, but rather an occurrence that would leave him terrified.
I'm waiting for
Along
the
with this
cat
video,
to jump on me
Marvin
and I
writes,
scream.
Strange things always happen in my house, and it's only now that I've tried to film some of these events. The following
You're
is
just
a
gonna
video he
piss it
took.
off.
Alvin,
Nope.
Yeah, literally see how dark it is?
That is a little kid's toy.
And he wants to go look at it.
It could just be the batteries dying. It could just be the batteries dying, guys.
Dude, he's about to get like thrown up against the wall and like be folded backwards.
I bet you, because my little sister had the same exact thing and it'd just go off randomly. It's the batteries. The batteries are dying. That's all. The batteries are dying.
You know, he could have tested that theory and he could have taken the batteries out and then went back to bed. And if he hears it again, you're gonna want to like jump out the window or do something other than stay there. That's for sure.
Shit ain't funny, man. Alvin.
His housemate magically ain't there. You just now decide it's a good time to run.
As soon as Marvin heads back inside after checking the garage, a loud thump is heard inside the house. It isn't until seconds later that the light fixture is seen swing back and forth on its own, as though someone had swung it lightly. And of course, as anyone would, Marvin runs away and heads back to his room where the video comes to an end. It goes without saying, but this incident has left him shook. It wasn't until noticing that his housemate was gone that he came to realize that this wasn't a prank, but rather one of many strange occurrences that have taken place in his home. However, as if what occurred that night wasn't chilling enough, Marvin had caught footage of something else that has left him even more disturbed.
Nah.
What was supposed to be a video of him showing off a neat feature he discovered on his motion sensing gaming device turned out to be a video of something else entirely. Take a look.
Yo, he's rocking the Kinect. Let's go. Those things are ancient.
It's a Kinect.
It's like a little virtual camera that used to be for the Xboxes.
Oh.
It was for like those like broke kids that, I used one for a little bit, alright? So hear me out. It basically any like chat that you're in, you're just echoey as hell.
Oh.
So like you could join a party and people just knew that you had a Kinect. I think you could also like it was kind of like a Wii, I think. Like some games you could use it like
Oh, I remember that.
you could like move around and stuff. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Not gonna lie, they're fun for those kinds of games, but definitely not for party chats. Or you're just gonna get flamed.
Hey you guys, I just wanted to show you guys a pretty quick feature of the Xbox One and its Kinect. It actually has a pretty cool night vision that I just found today. If you
There's
guys
gonna be
don't know, it
something
has night
behind
vision,
him.
I'm gonna show the people who don't know. So, right now it's completely dark in this.
I didn't know they
house
had a
right now.
night vision.
All you can basically see
That's
is my
sick.
Xbox One controller. Now I'm gonna switch on the night vision for you guys. As you can see, it lights up the whole room. It's actually a pretty cool feature.
Yay!
Um,
Well, it went down.
Oh, did it? That's not like somebody just standing there
No.
menacingly.
Rewind it.
switch on the night
Then
vision
watch
for you
in
guys.
that spot. You're gonna
You can
see it
it's
move.
just- it lights up the whole room. It's actually a pretty cool feature. I don't know if they
Damn,
have an app
dude.
for this or whatnot.
Oh!
But,
Just kidding!
they also
It
have
got
this,
back
video
up.
camera. I don't know what it is. I think
Do you
it's
see it
either
get back
infrared
up?
or something like that. And then back to dark. As you can see, all you can see is my Xbox controller.
It's the maniac! Take him away! Take him away!
Or the hash slinging slasher.
Can I have an application?
And then back to night vision. It's actually pretty cool feature for the Xbox Kinect that I haven't really heard of until now.
You're going
Maybe
wish
they
you
have an app
didn't
for it
do
or
that.
Something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching.
How long do you think it was before he realized that? And was like,
I hope he moved, and then watched that and was like, oh.
I don't think I would be just moving.
Right when Marvin turns off the lights and activates night vision mode on the sensor,
We'd be having a
two shadow-like
bonfire
figures
first.
can be seen manifesting behind him in what appears to be the kitchen. The first one is seen moving about for just a few seconds before heading downwards and then disappearing, whereas the other shadow appears afterwards and vanishes soon after night vision mode is turned back on. It's obvious that he hadn't noticed this until rewatching the footage, and, as you might expect, it was after watching it that he couldn't help but think that something unexplainable was caught on camera.
Ouch.
Now, most viewers seem to believe that a ghost or an entity of some kind was caught on film. But like with most videos, we can't be sure if that's the case.
There could be
As
some like
always,
fishing line.
It's up to you to conclude as to whether or not a ghost was caught on camera. Until more evidence or context is given on the situation, Marvin's case remains a mystery.
L ads. Bro, I don't want to play Battleship.
I want to play Battleship.
This next video shows a father
What the-
whose son playing a video game
Ew.
when something very unsettling is caught on tape. The father in question is known as Ernesto Espinoza.
Why do
and
you
he's
look
been
like
uploading
Marilyn
videos of
Manson
his
on
family
Sons of
on his
Anarchy?
YouTube channel. Although each video shows nothing more than a father
Aw.
You're
who's
so
enjoying the time
nice.
he spends
But
with his
she's
family.
cute.
Two videos in particular stand out from the
Aw.
rest.
I miss my
Unlike the other
siblings when they were
videos,
that small.
These two have shown something
Well,
that has
something's
caused
about to happen.
concern among viewers of his content. The first video was posted not too long ago, and what's captured in it is pretty creepy. Be sure to look closely, or you'll miss it.
Where are we supposed to be watching?
Ya suyo, ya la tienen ahí. Ya la tienen ganada. Eso. Ah, qué pro.
Where are we supposed to be looking?
I have no idea.
In case you missed it, if
Yes.
you look closely at the pile of toys in the corner,
Oh.
a baby doll can be seen moving on its own.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
That's your first mistake right there, alright? You shouldn't have dolls in the first place. I understand you're a kid and you like dolls.
No, but okay.
But you shouldn't have a pile of them that start
Pause.
moving.
Pause. Because do you remember those porcelain dolls?
Mhm.
My mother would go to yard sales and just buy me porcelain dolls. One, I don't like dolls. I never had.
Nope.
Like, they always kind of creeped me out. And I know I have, like, a lot of, like, irrational fears, like porter potties, clowns, spiders, elevators. But, like, dolls, they make me uncomfy. Because their eyes are just like, hi, I'm right here, and I don't blink. Yeah, like that. But, like, porcelain dolls, their eyes follow you. I don't give a shit what anyone says. They follow you. You'll be on one side of the room, and it's like their head turns just so they're looking at you. Creepy as
Dolls can go extinct.
yes.
Ernesto hadn't noticed this until viewers had pointed this out. Now, although this video has convinced most people that Ernesto's family is being haunted by something, it's the second video that has caused the
Good,
most
there's
concern.
a second one.
At the start of the clip, we can see his daughter dancing around in what appears to be the living room. when
She's
all of a
adorable.
sudden, something truly frightening is caught in the background. Take a look.
She's just trying to live her best life.
Mhm.
No. I would be going up there
As
with
the little girl
like
dances around the room,
Sage
a
and
dark
Palo
figure passes
Santo.
by quickly inside another room
But
before
that
the door
kinda
shuts
looks
on its own.
That kind of looks
Like the video
fake.
before, viewers have suggested to Ernesto that he and his family should leave the house immediately.
But
Although
why?
he appreciates the concern.
If
that
if
looks
that's
so fake.
if that's fake, why would he just be filming like a random video with his kid and that just happens?
Views.
But that was like the only video he had on his channel.
There were two.
Right, but he's just kind of like filming his kid like any father would.
Right, but like I still say views. I feel like that was like too
But how
Too
how is
much.
he doing it for views? That video had like 60 views.
I don't know.
That's it.
I don't know. I don't know. But like to see like a dark shadow right there and it like zoom across and it doesn't disappear beforehand and it's like just it's dark and it just closes the door. I feel like no, I don't know. Maybe like some people who watch paranormal stuff like I do can kind of help me explain that a little better because like I feel like that's too much. That would be like too much of their energy. They would disappear at some point rather than just close the door, you know? and like look like someone wearing all black running. Go f yourself. Why don't you go remove some ribs so you can suck your own okay?
Alright, well, Mr. Tough Guy, if you think that's so fake, if we ever happen to be in a room and that happens, why don't you go open the door and be like, hey, stop doing that?
Because you know I would. I would open the door.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be like, see you later. And you... Be like, nope, you can have her.
It seems that he won't be leaving anytime soon, given that there haven't been any more strange occurrences in his home. But
See?
until something like this happens again, it seems that Ernesto and his family will continue to carry on with their lives. The question still remains though, had something paranormal been caught on camera, or was something else caught instead?
Hey buddy, you wanna come up?
Who knows?
The following video was suggested by Melanie
Okay.
M.
Then don't
who
meow at
writes,
me.
When I was a child, I used to watch a lot of TV. I would usually watch whatever, including the commercials. Yet, there is one commercial that I still remember to this present day, and just thinking about it scares me. This advertisement was shown in Chile, where I was born, and when I first saw it, I immediately noticed something strange about it. Now it's worth mentioning that Melanie wasn't the only person who had noticed this, as someone else had posted a video of the strange commercial, and just like Melanie, they were left disturbed upon spotting what they believe is a ghost hidden in this advertisement. Now thankfully, I was able to find a better quality video of this commercial. I'll play the entire ad before showing where the supposed ghost is hidden. That being said, see if you can spot the apparition in this ad.
Oh,
Yo, what the?
could so easily be like the cameraman. Like a reflection of like the
On the
cameraman.
window, a faint reflection of what appears to be a grim-looking face can be seen midway through the commercial. It appears for only a few seconds before the scene changes and the face is no longer seen. Now the face doesn't appear to have the same features as the woman sitting on the couch, which has led viewers like Melanie to believe that a ghost was caught on camera. If no one else
Or
had
it could
been
be like
around,
that phenomenon where
then
your
whose
like
face
brain
was
tries
this?
to make faces out of things.
Perhaps this might have been a cameraman who accidentally recorded their own reflection. Whether
Thank you.
ghost or not, one thing's for sure. The appearance of whatever this is pretty unsettling. But as always, what do you think?
All I got to say is, aw, hell, nah.
You know what's scary? Having freaking fuzz in your mouth and you can't
The
get it out.
following photo was submitted by Tona Putra, who writes, there was a family in Indonesia who went to a cemetery to commemorate members of their family who have died.
That's your
The
problem.
family was at the cemetery for almost the entire day.
I'm seeing a
During the
pattern
evening
here.
time, before leaving the cemetery, they were taking a lot of photos. Most of them were just random, but when they got home, they noticed that one photo had caught something in it that was strange. The following
You
is the
don't
picture the family
say.
had taken.
This makes me want to watch the first Nun because the second one was terrible.
Oh, they caught something all right. This motherfucker right here.
It's right there. Looking like a
Oh,
meerkat.
shit, it's over here.
It looks like a meerkat. Tell me it doesn't. Like on Animal Planet when they have the night filter, night thing, night vision.
Bro, come
On.
on. This dude was just hungry, alright? He just went to the fridge to get some late night snacks, and
In a cemetery?
he got caught.
In a cemetery.
Yeah, what are they doing in a cemetery at, I'm guessing, night?
It said Indonesia, never mind. I was gonna say Dia de los Muertos, but then I was like, no. Wrong
That-
culture.
That's probably just a relative.
Speaking out, hey.
According to Tono, the family had no clue
Kinda
as
looks
to
like a
who this
child,
person
doesn't it?
was.
It does.
It's
They
kind of
were
like
the only
hanging
ones
out
there,
with the kids.
and were sure
That's
that
the scariest
whoever,
to
or whatever
me.
this was not one of
Kid
them.
ghosts.
Now, because this photo
Most
was
of the
taken
time
at a
they're not
cemetery,
kids.
Tono believes that an entity was caught in the photograph. The family also thinks that something supernatural was caught in the photo. They believe that this may have been the ghost of a child whose own gravesite is at the cemetery. Although it's not clear as to who, or maybe even what this might have been.
Yeah, that kid's
the
probably
picture
like,
has left them
shut the
spooked.
up.
If the family had
Trying
been
to
the only
sleep
ones
here.
there, then who was this?
He's like, oh, everybody make scared faces. And this dude's like, oh, I want to try. Just sits there.
On August 6th of 2016, a small channel had posted a video of two security guards who appear to be inside a school. The footage seems to have come from Argentina, given the language that is spoken by both men in the video. They seem to
Those are two things I will never do. Work at a school and work night shift.
I'd so work night
You can
shift.
get like a whole lifetime of some weird going on. Either of those two things.
be the only ones inside the
Keeps
school.
it interesting.
However, in the video, one security guard tells the other that he can hear noises coming from down the hall. Although one of them is hesitant at first, they proceed to check out the noise. What happens then has left them spooked. This is what they caught.
Sí, boludo, hace un resfrío.
Yep, there's your
Acá
first
parece que
sign
hace
right
más frío,
there.
porque dice cuando hace frío que es por algo, digamos.
¿Dónde escuchaste, boludo? Acá hay ruido en toda la escuela.
Pero sí, boludo, ¿no escuchaste? ¿Ves escuchar? ¿Escuchás, boludo? ¿No escucharon?
De nada, boludo. A ver, acá. Ah, pues hay como una cortina ahí.
Sí.
¿Dónde escuchaste, boludo?
Sí, boludo, para mí que por allá. O ahí, no sé. Por acá era.
Joker, you just see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
You're over here f***ing around. You see that?
I did see that.
Dude's just like, what's going on in here?
Por acá era.
Hell no, dude.
Aguantá, boludo, aguantá. Aguantá.
Bro's like, I make $12 an hour. I'm out this.
There's a new movie called Weapon, or The Weapon, and it's about like kids that go missing from this one teacher's class, and it looks really good, and I want to see it. I've been seeing
Alright.
trailers everywhere.
Date night.
After panning the camera towards an empty classroom, we
The
can
new
see a
Conjuring
chair
movie is
that
also
strangely
coming out
placed
soon.
near the doorway. It isn't until seconds later that the chair moves on its own, causing both men to flee as far away from the site. The video's description claims that both men had encountered something paranormal, which appears to be the case. Although most viewers believe that something paranormal had occurred, a few believe that this might have been done with practical
Aw.
effects. Some believe that a
So
string
they'd
was
get you
used to pull this
again.
off.
I'm trying to listen to this. Will you shut your ass up?
You're just mad that I scared the shit out of you the first time.
Now, because the guard didn't go inside the class to show that no one was hiding inside, it's hard to be sure if it's real or not. I'll leave it to you to
That
decide
looks
as to whether
so
or not
perfectly
something paranormal
pulled,
had
though.
occurred. Had
Like,
both guards encountered
fishing
something
line
beyond
pulled.
explanation, or was this something else?
Like, do you
Right,
see
like the
that?
fact that it's like the perfect angle,
For
and then you
being
just
pulled
see it.
from one of the back legs.
Like you couldn't have just like gone in the room a little bit to be like, oh, there's nobody in there.
Well, on top
Now
of
we run like hell.
on top of that, did you see how it turns and then slides like someone's pulling from the back?
Could very well.
I'm going to say fake. Debunked.
Could be. But I'm not about to go work night shift security at a school to find out.
Why the f do you
Thanks
need
for
night
watching.
security at a school?
Because who the hell,
Watch.
who in the hell would be out at night to go to the school knowing that there's like security and they're like, oh, we're gonna try and mess with them.
Man, I just want my extra credits.
Like, nobody would do that.
No. It could be another coworker though, like you don't know.
I mean, it kind of goes like straight for a little bit at the start.
Right.
It's like if somebody was pulling it, it would turn like immediately, not
I guess.
as it's like coming and then it starts turning.
I guess.
I don't know, man. That one's looking kind of sus.